is Miss Claudia, and today I'm doing something different. Usually I do story time, which I am going to do a Halloween story time, but today I'm going to make cupcakes with you. And since it's Halloween, I'm going to make pumpkin cupcakes. So I'm going to get started with the recipe. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 2 cups of sugar. Okay, and this is for 24 cupcakes. So I'm going to put in the 2 cups of sugar, and then I'm going to put in 4 eggs, but I beat the eggs before I put them in just to make sure that they're going to mix easily. Okay, and then I'm going to put 1 1/4 cups of oil in here. And then, whoops, whoa, that was noisy, huh? And then this is some vanilla, and it said 1 teaspoon, but I like vanilla. I call vanilla my secret ingredient, so I put a little bit more. You do what you want, okay? And then we have 2 cups of pumpkin. Once we get all of this in there, then I'm going to mix it up with my mixer. It won't take too long to mix up. And then we'll need to add all the dry ingredients, because what we're adding right now is wet ingredients. And then, okay, here we go. So, I've never done a cooking meeting before, so if anything goes wrong, like right now when the mixer's making a funny noise. Okay, here we go. So next, I'm going to put the flour, and it's 2 cups of flour. Now don't worry, at the end of this video, I'm going to have the recipe all written down for you, okay? So I'm putting the flour in, and it's going to take a minute to mix it up. I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of baking powder. That's amazing, but these it's more than you usually use for something like this. But when once we tasted it and saw how fluffy the cupcakes were, we knew that it was a good idea. And then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of baking soda too. So I'm going to put that in. We're going to mix that around. And then 1/4 of teaspoon salt. Just a little bit of salt helps so much with the flavor. It's just amazing. And then we're going to have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and that'll give it a little bit of spice, but not too much. Okay. And then I'm going to mix it. It's all mixed up, and what I do next is I put some paper cups in the cupcake holders, and I'm going to show you how much I put in. And then I did a little trick where where I baked them earlier, so that you can see how they look when they're all baked, because you don't want to stand around while I bake it. So what I do is I put a little less than 1/3 of a cup in each cupcake pan. I think that makes it full, but that it doesn't make it too full. But sometimes I use an ice cream scoop. That works fine. And if I have a small ice cream scoop, I put 2 in. If I have a larger one, I just put 1 in. And again, if it's about 2/3 full, then it's good. Okay? So let me give you a little look on this. And then, see? And then I put them in the oven at 350 degrees. And then, look, they come out and they look nice like this, okay? So then, now after making this, we need to make some frosting. So I have a really easy frosting, and it isn't too sweet. So if you like really sweet frosting, this might not be your favorite thing. But, so here we go. We're going to put 1 cube of butter, and I'm just going to put it in, and then I'm going to put 8 ounces of cream cheese right there, and then I have vanilla, again my secret ingredient, and I put it in there, and then I'm going to put a little dash of salt just because it cuts the too sweetness if you do that, okay? And then I'm going to mix it up, okay? Now we're going to put in 4 cups of sugar. So I don't put all the sugar at the same time. I put a little bit of it and I mix it around, and then I'll put a little bit more. If you've baked a lot, you already know how to do this, but some people haven't baked a lot and they might want my little bit of advice. Sometimes I do this for my students and tutors, and in the literacy program around the holidays, we have holiday recipes, and we always have a lot of fun. Because sometimes when I'm cooking with them, I'm silly, but, and truthfully, you might have noticed, I'm not like the neatest cook in the world, and they think it's funny the way I put things in, but it works. Now, if I think it's a little dry, which this isn't, but if I did, I have a little cream in my refrigerator, and I'll just like put like a teaspoon, and then if it's still dry, I put another teaspoon, and then usually by that time it's just fine. Now, I want our frosting to be orange for Halloween because I think it will look better. My mom was a cake decorator, but I'm not, so I won't have the kind of great ability she had to do it. But for this, now, we've talked about this in story time, how you can mix colors and get a different color. So I have yellow and I have red, and yellow and red will make orange. So I'm going to make a drop of yellow and a drop of red, and I'm going to mix it up. What I'm going to do, now this is where it could go wrong, but I'm going to try it anyway, and if it does go wrong, I'll do something else, okay? Because I have this thing. This will make it look good unless the frosting's too soft, and I won't know that until we try it. So let's see. Okay. So I push it all the way down to the end, and then I put it on the top, and okay, it's a little bit softer than I like it to be, so I'm just going to go ahead and spread it with the back of my spoon instead. That works good. This is what I do when I have little kids too, because you don't really want them to spread with a knife or anything because it could be dangerous. So if I just use the back of the spoon, that's what I used to teach my nieces and nephews. And one time when we were baking, it was so funny because I taught them really young. So one day we were doing it with a cousin who wasn't used to doing with it, and she was like about 2.5, and we were doing eggs, and so when I said we're going to help her with the egg, and the other kids that are like 3 and 4 go, she doesn't know how to do an egg yet, crack an egg. And I go, well, she's little. But they were so used to doing it since they, at the very beginning of the, really early, they, oh no, I can't get this open. Okay, here, the sprinkles. You see, I forgot that it might be, the sprinkles are brand new. Okay, my niece is helping me out here. And then, so I have some little sprinkles, any sprinkles you have. Usually I can get a lot of Halloween sprinkles, but I went to 5 stores and I couldn't find any that I thought were truly Halloween. But these have orange and fall colors in them, so they'll work. And then, but I have something fun at the top. See, I have a little ghost with a pumpkin on top, and I'll just put it in the center. And then I have a little scarecrow with a hat, and I'll put him in the next center of the next one. And then I have, oh, this one's really cute, a kitten with a little pumpkin, and I put it on the top. And then we put them on a nice plate, and we have a little Halloween cupcake treat. Okay, and so that's all we have to do to get this made. And see how fast it was? It was really fast and easy. So I hope you'll try it, and let me know what you think of the recipe. So have a great Halloween, and hopefully to see you at my Halloween story time. There's a lot of fun things going on tonight on Halloween, and so go ahead and look on our website, because there's a candy crawl where you can drive from one place to another to get Halloween candy. There's a lot of things online that are fun. The Space Center is doing science, Halloween magic. It's going to be great, so go ahead and look, and it'll be in the newspaper too. So take a look and see what else you want to do today. Have a great day. Take care.